Hello and welcome back to my channel, Cozy Gamer Jessa, and my name's Jessa. This is the second video of my new island, Chestnut, and if you missed the first video, we set up Blather's tent, paid off our first loan with Nook Miles, and in today's video, our main objectives are donating 15 creatures to Blathers so we can progress in getting the museum. I want to set up Nook's Cranny, acquire a bunch of materials, and invite 3 villagers from Mystery Islands. So this video and the last video can be used kind of as tutorials on what to do on day 1 and day 2. I'm also going to have a third video coming out later this week for day 3. So if you aren't already, I would subscribe and leave a like and a comment. So luckily for us, in my previous video, we did get a lot of Nook Miles, and we're going to be collecting even more in this video so we can afford some Nook Mile tickets. And if you didn't already know, you need at least 2 tickets, and Tom Nook later in the video will give you 1. So you'll have 3 tickets total and 3 chances to find villagers. Honestly, I would try to get more Nook Mile tickets if you can, because you might not like the first 3 islands that you go to. But that's just like my personal preference. Right now, I'm just placing down random items that I found in my mailbox and that I ordered. It's important to do this early game so you can get to those 3 stars as quick as possible. And I'm going to start by collecting a lot of materials, because when we place down the 3 villager plots that we're gonna get, we need to have 6 items, 3 for inside and 3 for outside, and you're just gonna need a bunch of materials to build those items so you can progress in the game. So I'd recommend hitting all your trees, hitting all your rocks, and when you go to the villager or the Mystery Islands, make sure you're hitting the rocks there, because you're going to need a bunch of iron. You're going to need at least, well, more than 30 pieces, because you need 30 pieces just for Nook's Cranny alone. So even more than that. So just keep that in mind. Alright, but moving on, I really have to go talk to Timmy and Tom Nook, because I have yet to talk to them today. And they're discussing building the shop, which we already knew that's what we were going to do today. And he's going to tell me I need 3 stacks of wood, 1 hardwood, 1 of the normal woods, and then 1 softwood, and then 30 iron ingots, which is a lot because we only have so many rocks and we can't even get to all of our island right now to hit the other rocks. So this might be a little daunting task to get all of these materials, but as Tom Nook just said, we do have Nook Mile tickets, and I have extra Nook Miles to buy more tickets. I'm going to get 3, and we're going to go to 3 islands just in a bit after we're done talking to Timmy. So I am very excited to go villager hunting for the first time. While I don't have a lot of tickets, I'm also not going to be super picky this time around. I told myself, like, if I don't like the first 3, that's okay, because you can always replace them and kick them off the island. I do have a dreamy list already that I mentioned in my last video, and I can pull it up again real quick. So I really want a cow, a dog, 1 of the squirrels, a cub, at least 1 cat. I wanted Grizzly because he's a bear and he would fit the theme. I want 1 of the deers, and I really want Apple. She is my number 1 villager. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but the theme is going to be cottagecore, forestcore, and like there's going to be quite a few farming areas. So that's why I picked those dreamy list for my villagers, because I felt like they kind of fit the theme that I was going for. So we are hoping for the people on the list, or the villagers on the list, but I am very lenient, and, you know, you never know. Alright, so we're going to the first island, and it is my favorite girl in the world. This is a voiceover, so I already know that it's Apple, but I thought that was very crazy because Apple is my favorite villager. She's been on almost all of my islands so far, and even the ones I didn't post on YouTube. But she's my girl, and when I was playing in real life, I was literally jumping up and down with excitement, and I am still in disbelief that we got her on the first mystery island, and I am so happy, and I don't know how we got this lucky. I don't know how we could top her, to be honest. Like, okay. Moving on to our second mystery island, and we have Molly. I love it. She's not on the list, but I feel like she should be on the list because she's so cute, and I feel like a lot of people like Molly. I also feel extremely lucky that we landed her. So 2 out of 3 getting good villagers, and we're on to our third island. And I didn't know who this was at first. I know, such a noob, but that is Elmer, and he's a horse, and he also fits the theme of the island. At least I think so. Like, horses, cottagecore go hand in hand. I cut it out of the video, but I did, for the most part, collect from each island and hit all my rocks and hit all my trees. I just didn't want to show you me like collecting all of these materials multiple times in a row, but you get the point. I hit all the rocks, I got all the trees, even got all the coconuts, did everything. And I recommend you do it too if you want to build your Nook's Cranny. So I'm just gonna invite him onto my island, and we have our 3 villagers just like that, and I think they're all pretty good choices, even Elmer. So it's been a very successful day. So we still have 2 other tasks to do today. We have to talk to Timmy about the shop, because now we have enough iron to actually build it, and we have to find a good area to place down where we're gonna put it. And we still have to talk to Blathers and give him the 15 creatures. Luckily for me, I already collected 15 creatures the previous day, and I just left them out in front of the museum, so when we're ready we can go over there. But first, we have to give all of our materials to Timmy, and we have to go place the shop. I'm just gonna place it pretty much wherever. I don't really have a plan right now, but if I have to, I will move it, but we'll just see. I'll just place it right here and just go with it for now. It's not a huge deal. Unfortunately, we have the task of talking to Blathers, and I don't want to assume anything, but you've probably played this part before, and you have to go through like 15 individual interactions with Blathers to give all of your creatures, and it is grueling, especially if you press the wrong button and then he starts giving you facts about like dragonflies. It just takes forever. I cut down this video so much because the interactions were just so long. Like I was recording for like 2 hours in total with all of the collecting and catching butterflies and hitting rocks. It just took forever. So I didn't want to bore you with all that footage. So it is severely cut down. Well, we are reaching the end of this video, or at least for today. Stay tuned for next video because we're going to be building those 3 villager houses so they can actually move on to the island, because we didn't get to that today. And I'd like to thank you so much. If you made it this far in the video, you are amazing, and I hope you consider leaving a like, a comment, subscribing, hitting the bell so you don't miss the next video. Bye.